Today, we're gonna be playing at the lake. Guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm just watching the dogs run around. They love just coming outside. I was gonna say they love coming to the lake, but shoot, they love going anywhere on this farm. But thank you guys for stopping by. Really appreciate it. On today's video, we're just down here playing at the lake, like I said earlier, adding some decorations down here. I'm really pumped up about our new little spot. For you guys, I guess I should start by saying, you guys that are new to the channel, this is our little pond in front of our house. I added this little dock this year for us to fish on. Moved the feeder from this pole to this pole so the feed would reach further out to feed the fish, because it just wasn't happening on this pole because the water gets down a little low every year. But what I wanted to do today was just add some decorations. I'm trying to spruce it up back here a little bit. I just put a little trap. I always think that's cool to see an old antique trap hanging somewhere. So I put a little trap on the pole. And of course, you got to have a no fishing sign. Nobody comes back here and fishes anyway, but I just thought that would be fun. My neighbor is the only one that comes back here and fishes, so pretty convenient, him and his grandson. I also wanted to add this little face. I've been wanting one of these little tree faces forever. I've been wanting one of these things forever, and my daughter got me one for my birthday. It's pretty cool. It looks straight over to the dock, so every time we're sitting out here, you feel like you got somebody staring at you. I thought that'd be fun. It's really cute. We got it set right there. I thought that'd be fun. But what I wanted to do in today's video is start getting ready to change out our feed. This time of year, normally in the spring and summer, we use a floating catfish food, because we had stocked our lake. We put 1,000 catfish in here this spring, and in order to feed them, you got to get the feed to them. It's done got cold, and the fish don't want to come to the top. It's just got cold, and honestly, most of them right there in the deep. We still have a lot of brim and stuff, and the bass come up here and eat the little brim, but a lot of the brim I've been seeing swimming along the edge right here. But it won't be long. They'll all be out there in the deep trying to find warmer water. So what we're doing today is switching over our floating catfish food to some sinking fish pellets. It will actually throw out and go down to the bottom where hopefully it's supposed to be warmer water. We just learned that spring, summer, use a floating fish food, winter, fall, a sinking fish food. So that's basically what we're doing today, just switching over. I also have another little treat I want to try to throw out for the catfish, so stick around for that. I think that'll be fun. As you see, I threw out 3 or 4 handfuls of floating food, and normally they would just be all over the top of this water, just tearing that food up. But I think the majority of the fish now are out there in the deepest part of the lake, out there by the dam. They're just not really right here. I mean, I'm sure there's a few that'll come in to feed, but the water's just too cold. We done got in some cold weather out here in Georgia. I mean, for us, it's been cold. It's been in the 30s and 40s, which has really dropped the temperature out here on the lake. But the fish are just not eating this floating food, so it's time to switch over to the sinking food. I wished I could have scooped all that floating food out and went straight to the sinking food, but we're just going to let it cycle through and go ahead and use it up. I didn't have an extra bucket or anything to put it in, so we'll just let it cycle through, and it won't be but a week or so. That sinking food will be getting thrown out, and the catfish will be loving it. We're really still having a lot of problems with these lily pads, even with this colder weather that's come in. Normally, it really wipes these lily pads out. I'm hoping it does pretty soon. If not, we're going to really have a tough spring and summer. I know we are already, because they've grown all out in the middle. This is basically, it's a really shallow lake. It's about 5 or 6 foot out here in the middle. As you get closer to the dam, it gets about 8 to 10 foot. I'd say about 8 foot, 8 to 10-ish foot, about 8 foot. And but it's a shallow pond. It's a really shallow pond. So I have some big plans this spring to rejuvenate this lake. I got some really cool stuff coming in that is going to do a lot of help to this pond. It's just really going to help the pond out. I'm super excited about this spring, getting this pond back under control. I got some really cool tools to help me this spring and summer to help take care of these lily pads. We're talking about putting another boat in here, a nice little flat bottom John boat that I have up here in storage. I really don't ever talk about, but me and my grandkid, me and Mason have been talking about bringing it out here and putting it on the lake. We got some trolling motors for it. That'll be a lot better than that canoe. Just a lot of cool stuff coming this spring and summer to help get this pond back under control. I am really going to put my heart and soul into this pond this spring and summer. Well, I have one more thing I want to throw out to these fish. Oh, there went something. There went something, finally hit the top. But I got one more thing I want to throw out for my catfish. I seen this at my feed store, I seen this at my feed store, and I've been seeing this for months and months, and I've been wanting to try it, just never pulled the trigger on it because it's kind of expensive. It's $10 for this little bag. But I thought it would be fun for this video's sake, and it's winter time. I thought maybe I could get something out there a little deeper to help feed the catfish. It's called Pole Dancer Fish Attractant. The phone number, if you want to try to get some of this stuff, if you have catfish in your pond, or if you want to just try some for some catfishing later, it's 478-377-0480. It's made with soybeans, fish meal, and fish oil. It's made in the USA, so that's another bonus. But I thought I would throw this out. It's 2 blocks is what it is. It's basically 2 blocks. I thought I would just see if I could chunk it out there in the deep water and let it sit on the bottom to give something for the fish to chew on. I thought they might get a kick out of that. I've been looking at it on the shelf up there at our local feed store for, like I say, months and months and months. And I thought, what the heck, I'm changing over. Let's throw something else out there for them to chew on. Well, that's a little bit deeper water right there. Matter of fact, that's where me and Emma have been catching our catfish, from right over in that little corner right there. So I know they push deeper towards that dam. It's just what they do. It's colder water. You know, it's just got colder. The water's temperatures drop, so they're pushing for deeper water. Because from here, all this is real shallow. I mean, that you could walk across that with all them lily pads. You could tell the difference in the lily pads over there. It's just really shallow out there, and it gets deeper as it goes towards the dam. So hopefully they'll chew on that and get their bellies full, help them grow, and hopefully next spring we will really be catching some nice big channel cats. We caught a few this year. We hadn't been fishing in a few weeks, but we're really getting on them there for a minute. And then, of course, deer season started and all this other stuff, work and all that. But we may do some more fishing trips here pretty soon. Well, I wasn't sure if I put that on the video or not, but I smelt that block. It really didn't have much of a smell to it. It was really neat. It was like a kind of a moist cornbread. It really wasn't sticky or anything. I thought it was going to be sticky. I thought it would smell more like a fish, having the fish oil and stuff in it, but it really didn't. It really didn't have much of a smell to it whatsoever. I mean, it was really neat. But hopefully that'll give them something extra to chew on that they can reach now that this cold weather has dropped the temperatures down here at our lake. But guys, I just want to say again, thank you so much for checking out our channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, take a minute to click that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Give me some tips about what you guys have been doing with your ponds. If y'all are out there feeding your catfish, or what you guys are doing to feed your catfish for you guys that are doing what we're doing here. But leave me some comments. Leave me a like. Click that like button. I really appreciate it. Love you guys to death. We'll see y'all